Writing from source. 3 steps to get your answers now. Rose Muenker. My love and appreciation to Bonnie, Carol, David, Debbie and Susanna for their ongoing support and encouragement, and to all the dear individuals who have participated in the Writing from Source teleseminars. Get your answers now. We are always looking for answers. In my household, need to Google the is a favorite expression. Outside resources are great for providing formulas, directions, recipes, entertainment schedules, how-to instructions, treatments for ailments, and other facts and processes. But where do you turn for guidance and direction when you face a major decision, such as a job opportunity, relocation or marriage, or are troubled by a rift with a family member or coworker, or need to choose one of several ways to proceed with your business? Where do you turn for insights when you are on the cusp of a major life transition, such as your child going to college, retirement, or your parents needing more care than you can provide? Facts help. Talking with people who handled similar situations, consulting with experts, and bouncing your ideas off trusted friends also help. But only you can decide. Only you can make the choice. The specific situation you face is yours and only yours. This is the time to trust yourself and go to the source. The answers you seek are inside you. They are part of your being. You will find them in your core essence. This book provides a simple, powerful, 3-step process to connect with the power inside you. When you want answers, your answers, Writing from Source helps you find them. Writing from Source is one of the most amazing ways to think through a situation, problem or concern. It takes you out of the problem so you have an entirely different perspective. The answers flow out. Bonnie Fatio, teleseminar participant. This enlightening process can be used for a variety of issues, concerns and decisions. The Writing from Source process serves as a means for you to connect with the answers you need in that moment. The process is also a powerful technique to expand your spiritual consciousness by deepening your connection with your spiritual essence and power. I invite you to explore these pages with an open heart and open mind. Then follow the steps as described. Listen to the guided audio available free at www.getgresults.com/WFSAUDIO and attend one of the live Writing from Source teleseminars. May Writing from Source infuse you with assurance, peace and the courage to be the beautiful being you are. Rose Muenker. The gift. Have you had this experience? Something totally unplanned and unexpected shows up in your life. You wonder where it came from, why it showed up in your life, and what you are supposed to do with it. If you try to return to life as it was, this unplanned, unexpected something keeps nudging you for attention. It keeps popping up, refusing to go away. Eventually you accept it for what it is. Gift. That's how Writing from Source showed up in my life. It came as a gift full of life-enriching surprises. I caught my first glimpses of the Writing from Source process in the summer of 2010 when I facilitated a workshop in Branson, Missouri. While I was designing the workshop, 3 statements came to mind. I crafted them into a program in which the participants could experience the power of writing to get clarity, insights and answers. During the discussion that followed, I was amazed by the appreciative comments and depth of emotion several of the women expressed. The 3 statements had elicited far more than logical answers. They evoked enlightened perspectives and deep understanding. Even so, I still had no idea what I had or what to do with it. 6 months later, the 3 statements resurfaced when I decided to use them as the writing prompt for a teleseminar series on surviving the holiday season. The participants' positive feedback birthed the idea to experiment with the 3 statements in monthly teleseminars. Writing from Source popped to mind as the name for the 3-statement process. It felt right. With both secular and spiritual definitions, the word source is all-encompassing. While many resonate with its spiritual meaning, others relate more closely with its secular definitions, such as origin, fount and wellspring. Fueled by a deep knowing that this process was touching lives in powerful ways, I continued to offer the sessions every month. The Writing from Source sessions are now in their 4th year. Through their open, heart-centered participation, the men and women who attend the sessions have co-created the evolution of the Writing from Source process into its current form and energetic, spiritual process that uses 3 statements to reveal insights, guidance and solutions for specific issues. Several Writing from Source participants gently, but repeatedly, urged me to make the process accessible to more people by writing a book. Heartened by their encouragement, I have created this book for you. Are you ready for Writing from Source? Have you always suspected that the answers you seek are inside you? Have you sensed that you actually know which path to take, which way to turn, and which option to choose next. Yet you hesitate to listen to this inner knowing. Don't be surprised that you mistrust yourself. We have all been conditioned to look outside ourselves for the answers. From the time we were infants, we have looked to our families, peer groups, religion, academia, the media and government to show us what to think, feel and do. We even let advertisements tell us what we need to have if we want to feel good about ourselves. Despite all these exterior influences, many people sense that an essence resides within themselves that holds the guidance, insights and solutions they seek. Writing from source is a simple process to connect with that information. Are you one of these people? If you identify with any of the following statements, you probably are. I'm aware of my gut instinct or intuition, even though I don't always heed it. I use words like my inner guide, inner wisdom, or the spiritual essence within me. I like to explore different means of personal growth and development. I am open to trying new methods and ideas to see whether they can be beneficial to me. I am on a path of spiritual expansion. I want to build trust in myself. If one of the above descriptions fits you, read on. This book introduces you to a simple process called writing from source that helps you get information, gain clarity, insights and guidance, and explore solutions for a specific situation in your life. For example, you may be troubled about a personal or professional relationship, perplexed about where to start with a project, confused by a personal or business decision, concerned about your health or overwhelmed by family expectations and responsibilities. The situations, concerns and issues you can explore with this process are countless. When you respond in writing to 3 statements, you tap into a reservoir that reveals the information you need at that time. Ready to learn more? Great! Jump to the next chapter that describes writing from source in more detail. But if you are unsure, let me share some thoughts that may help you set your resistance aside. You may be hesitating because of your upbringing, religious tradition, concept of God or higher beings, or preference for the secular. Nothing in the writing from source process asks you to turn from your practices and beliefs. Its purpose is to help you live a joyful and fulfilling life by offering an additional way to get clarity, assurance and guidance. Possibly you are wrestling with accepting your belief in a higher power. Perhaps you had painful experiences with a religious tradition. Maybe you have found yourself in a work or social environment that makes you feel uncomfortable about expressing your spirituality. Or maybe you are scared of what will happen if you open yourself to exploring your innermost self. Not long ago in the American culture, being vulnerable, transparent or genuine was considered a sign of weakness, and it still is in many circles. The good news is this: the paradigm is shifting. More and more people are embracing their true essence and stripping away their veneer, and they are stronger, more confident and respected because of it. When you start revealing your genuine self, you will discover a huge community of people doing the same. All that said, here's my question to you. If you knew you could enrich the quality of your life with insights, guidance and solutions for a troubling or confusing situation, YWOULDNU. You can do that with writing from source. How to use this book. This book familiarizes you with how writing from source came about, its step-by-step process, and the many potential benefits that await you when you follow the process. This book also reveals an insider view of the process through descriptions of real-life experiences with writing from source. Individuals who have participated in live writing from source sessions share how they have used the process to make critical decisions, gain much-needed clarity and guide them through troubling situations. See Appendices AE. Most important, this book serves as a guide to connect you with the writing from source process and reconnect you with its steps each time you do a session on your own. Step-by-step written guide. The process is described in detail in these pages. You can use this book as a 1. A guide for doing writing from source sessions on your own. 2. A preview before attending a live group session. This is especially beneficial if you prefer to know what to expect before trying something new. A guided audio recording of the writing from source process is also available free through this book. Guided audio session. The guided writing from source audio session leads you step by step through the process, from preparing for the session to the closing. You can use this MP3 to guide you every time you do the writing from source process. Writing from source is a technique meant to be used regularly. The more you do the process, the more you trust the information flowing from you and the more you benefit. For free access to the guided audio session, follow the instructions on this page, www.getresults.com/WFSAUDIO. Writing from source is like learning how to meditate. It builds and gets better. Betty Hove, teleseminar participant. Keep coming back to it. The writing from source process. Writing from source is a simple, structured process that helps you connect with your inner power to get clarity, insights, guidance and answers for a specific situation in your life. It is a powerful tool to use for your personal, professional and spiritual growth and expansion. When you do this process, you connect with that part of you that transcends your physical body and mind. The power of the writing from source process is in the simplicity. Any time, any place, you can get great information if you are willing to ask. Carol O. Wire, teleseminar participant. Components of writing from source. The process has 4 components: preparation, the 3 statements, closing, and post-session review. Preparation readies you to be open to receive insights and guidance. In this preliminary phase, you get centered, choose a name for the power within you, identify where your power is presently located in your body, and describe the issue or situation you will focus on during the writing from source session. The 3 statements phase prompts you to explore and reveal information about your chosen issue or situation as you respond to the statements in writing. During the closing, you bring your session to a gentle and meaningful close by expressing gratitude and summarizing your experience with a descriptive word or phrase. The post-session review gives you the opportunity to read over your responses and decide how to put the guidance you received into action. Preparation. The core of the writing from source process is 3 simple statements that you respond to in writing. The magic of the process is the connection you establish with your inner power through centering, deep breathing, and mentally scanning your body. Preparation helps you make that connection. Before starting, remind yourself that you have every right to enjoy the peace and tranquility of sitting down with notebook and pen and focusing on you. Give yourself permission to step out of the frenzied world of doing and let yourself be. To benefit from this work, you need to be fully present. Turn off any potential distractions, such as your email inbox, phone or TV. Let others know they are not to disturb you. Set aside anything that may lure you into multitasking. Have a pen and paper handy to record your responses to the statements. If you prefer, you may write electronically, but be sure to turn off sounds and close all windows except the one you use for writing. Whether you write by hand or electronically is your choice. Personally, I find that writing by hand enhances the mind-body connection and eases the flow of thoughts into written words. Centering. When you are ready to focus fully and completely on writing from source, settle into a comfortable chair with your feet on the floor and posture straight. Close your eyes and take several deep, cleansing breaths. As you inhale, imagine peace and relaxation. As you exhale, see yourself expelling stress and anxiety. Breathe in peace and relaxation. Breathe out stress and anxiety. Let the tension flow out of your body. Breathing helps you get centered, grounded and fully present to connect with the power within you. In that peaceful stillness, release any and all expectations. Set your intention to be fully open to the process and willing to accept everything that comes through as you write. Relax and trust the process. After you take several deep, calming breaths, ask yourself, am I willing to let go? Suspend skepticism, stay fully present and trust the process. If your answer is yes, you are ready to begin the writing from source process. If your answer is no, take some deep breaths and ask yourself why. It may be that you have obligations that need your attention right now. Whatever the reason, attend to it before you start writing from source. Otherwise, your preoccupation with it will distract you from fully participating in the process and receiving its benefits. Name your power. Writing from source creates a dynamic connection with the power inside you. To help strengthen that connection, you will give your power a name that resonates with you. For example, I usually call mine source. I relate to the word and feel connected to the power within me when I use source to describe it. Others call their power intuition, God, instinct, inner wisdom, and inspiration. To name a few. The name you choose may be another word. Call your power the name that you are most comfortable using. You will know when you have chosen the right name. It will feel right. You will feel connected to something greater than yourself. Your body may start to feel warmer, or you may experience a sense of peace and well-being. You will know it is the right name for you to use. If you need help naming your power, take a look at the variety of names in appendix or that participants in the writing from source teleseminars have used to describe the power inside them. The only criterion for the name you select is that it is meaningful to you. You may find that the name you give the power inside you differs from one writing from source session to another. That's fine. Always go with the name that seems right at the time. Close your eyes, take some deep, calming breaths, and ask yourself what to name the power inside you for this session. Then, Take out your notebook and write down the name you have chosen. The name of the power inside me is. Locate your power. After naming the power inside you, scan your body to find where it is located at this time. You may find it helps to close your eyes. Sweep your mind eye from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and back. Keep scanning until you get a sense of your power location. As always throughout writing from source, release expectations. You may assume that your power is located in your heart or your brain, but it may decide to show up in your big toe. Unlike us humans, source values all parts of our bodies. As you scan your body, tune into your physical sensations. Which part of your body is trying to get your attention? Your left earlobe, your sternum, your right knee, your root chakra, your brain? It may be a body part that you rarely notice, or it may be an area in which you have been experiencing physical pain. If several areas catch your attention, choose the location that feels right. Often it is the place emitting the strongest physical sensations, but not always. Remember, the answer you choose is the right one for you. Just as you did when you chose the name for your power, go with the location that feels right to you. In your notebook, write down the location of the power within you. The location of the power inside me is. Identify your issue. Choose the pressing situation, decision or concern for which you seek guidance. Maybe it is a business decision, health problem or stressful relationship. Maybe it is a major lifestyle change, such as selling a home, relocation or caring for elderly parents. If several issues surface, choose the one that feels like the right one for this session. Resist the urge to control the choice. Trust yourself. When you have identified the issue you want to focus on, write it down in your notebook. Then distill your issue into one word or a short phrase. Examples of issues. Here are 3 examples of issues and the word or phrase description of each one. 1. Description: my issue is whether to pursue the business opportunity that my friend Mary recommended to me. Word phrase: Mary business opportunity. 2. Description: my issue is how to come up with the money to visit my family over the holidays. Word phrase: needing money for the holidays. 3. Description: my issue is what can I do to alleviate these crushing afternoon headaches. Word phrase: headaches. You will focus on your chosen issue when you respond to each of the 3 statements. In your notebook, write down a short description of your issue and a word or short phrase that summarizes it. My issue is. The word or phrase that summarizes my issue is. The 3 statements. Now that you have gotten centered, given your power a name, identified its location in your body, and described your issue, you are ready to respond in writing to the 3 writing from source statements. Each of the statements serves an important purpose. The responses build on each other, leading to the insights, clarity, guidance and direction you seek. Before responding to each of the statements, you will do important preparatory steps. Be sure to follow the instructions closely. Statement 1. To start, write the statement in your notebook, but do not respond yet. Statement 1. This is what I know about the impact of this issue on my life right now. Replace this issue with the word or phrase that summarizes the issue you have chosen for this session. For example, here is how you would write statement 1 for the 3 examples described in the preparation chapter. 1. This is what I know about the impact of Mary business opportunity on my life right now. 2. This is what I know about the impact of needing money for the holidays on my life right now. 3. This is what I know about the impact of headaches on my life right now. Read the statement to yourself. Next, you will use breathing to relax and center yourself. Remember the power location you identified earlier? Close your eyes and imagine that your power location serves as your lungs, which this process calls your power location lungs. For example, if your power location is your right heel, imagine your right heel is your lungs. Take a deep, cleansing breath in your mind eye. See yourself inhaling into your power location lungs and exhaling out of them. Take another deep breath and one more. After you have taken 3 deep breaths into your power location lungs, begin responding and writing to statement 1. This is what I know about the impact of this issue on my life right now. Write down everything that comes to mind, without judgment or editing. Release any attempt to control what you write. If emotions percolate, let them flow. You may shed some tears, get angry or even laugh. Let your emotions express themselves. Let them out. Accept them. Keep writing until nothing more comes out. In the teleseminars, the time for writing responses is limited to about 3 minutes. But when you do writing from source on your own, you can write for as long as you wish. When you have finished responding to statement 1, take a few moments to sit with the experience. What thoughts, Emotions and self-talk have bubbled up. How do they make you feel? What do they tell you? Statement 2. Breathing and power location scanning are critical elements to stay connected with your power throughout the process. For that reason, you will scan your body again and take several deep breaths before responding to the second statement. Check in with your power by visually scanning your body from head to toe and back. Is your power located in the same place, or has it shifted? This location will serve as your power location lungs when you center yourself with breathing before writing your response to statement 2. Write down your power current location in your notebook. My power is currently located in. Below that, write statement 2 and then put your pen aside. Statement 2. This is what I want to know about the impact of this issue on my life right now. Just as you did with statement 1, replace this issue with the word or phrase that summarizes your specific situation, concern or decision. For example, if the issue is needing money for the holidays, the statement reads, "This is what I want to know about the impact of needing money for the holidays on my life right now." Read statement 2 to yourself. Once you have written and read statement 2, relax and take 3 deep, cleansing breaths. Inhale into your power location lungs. Exhale from your power location lungs. Take another deep breath and take a third deep breath. Pick up your pen and start writing. Let the words flow out freely. Accept whatever comes, including words and expressions that don't sound like you. Let them be. Everything you write is for your eyes only, so don't worry about what others might think. Resist trying to control or analyze what you are putting on paper. Trust the process. Write until you feel everything has come out that needs to at this time. Then, reflect a moment on what you wrote and the thoughts and emotions you had while writing. Did the process absorb you? Did self-talk keep a running commentary? Did unexpected insights come up? Statement 3. The preparation for responding to the final statement is the same as what you did for statement 1 and statement 2. First, close your eyes and visually scan your body from head to toe and back to identify the current location of your power. Is it in the same place as in the previous statement, or has it moved? Write your power current location in your notebook. My power is currently located in. Below it, write out statement 3. Then, put your pen down. Remember to replace this issue with the word or phrase that summarizes your specific issue. Statement 3. This is what this issue wants me to know about its impact on my life right now. For example, if the issue is headaches, statement 3 reads, "This is what headaches want me to know about their impact on my life right now." Next, imagine that your power location serves as your lungs and take 3 deep, cleansing breaths into them. For example, if your power is located in your right hip, pretend your hip is your lungs and breathe into it. Inhale gently and deeply into your power location lungs. Exhale. Inhale and exhale again. Inhale and exhale one more time. Now start writing. Let go of judgment, and write anything and everything that pops up. Let yourself feel any emotions that surface. Relax and trust the process. If tears well up in your eyes, welcome them. If you feel a chuckle ready to erupt, let it. Give yourself permission to think and feel anything that shows up, no matter how unusual for you. Remember to breathe. Keep writing until you feel you have written everything that is meant to be expressed at this time. When you are done responding, sit back and glance over what you wrote. What thoughts and emotions transpired while you were writing? Did anything surprise you? Did something validate what you know? How do you feel now that you have responded to the 3 statements? Closing. The following actions will bring your writing from source session to a gentle and meaningful close. Expression of gratitude. Take a few moments to sit silently and breathe gently. Thank the power within you for this session and the guidance you received. Summary phrase. Before ending the session, choose a word or phrase that encapsulates your experience with the writing from source process. Your summary word or phrase may be something like momentum, freedom, reassurance, confirmation or completion. Choose a meaningful word or phrase that expresses your experience. Say your word or phrase out loud. Now write it in your notebook. The word or phrase that describes my experience is. The core steps of the writing from source process are now complete. The following activity, post-session review, helps you pull it all together and put the guidance you received into action. Post-session review. The most productive time to benefit from reviewing your experience with a writing from source session is immediately after you complete the process. Review your session notes. Read through your session notes. From the name you gave the power inside you to the words you used to describe your experience with the process. Review your responses to the 3 statements, word for word. Revisit the thoughts and emotions you had while doing each step. As you do this, note everything of significance to you. Then, ask yourself, what does this tell me? What insights, clarity, confirmation, guidance, answers or directives did I receive? Describe them in detail. Now the big question, what are you going to do with this information? For example, if you received assurance that your intended decision is the right one, do something to reinforce that assurance. An affirmation or a mantra to recite throughout the decision-making process, such as "I know in every cell of my body that this is the right decision," can solidify your assurance, helping you overcome self-doubts that arise. If you received clarity, guidance or insights, identify ways that you can begin to use this information to resolve your issue. If you receive directives, make the commitment to follow them. Write down the steps you will take and when you will take them. If you find this overwhelming, do this one thing. Identify the first step you will take and when you will take it. Then take that step. Remember, every change and achievement starts with one small step. Stay connected with the outcomes. When you are flush with the exciting insights and guidance received during a session, it is easy to close your notebook, put it away on a shelf and carry on with your day. The greatest value of the writing from source process, however, comes from applying the outcomes, the insights and guidance you received. Keep your session notes handy and review them over the next several days. Even though you planned your next steps in the post-session debriefing activity, the whirlwind of life can distract you from carrying them out. Self-doubts and naysayers can invade your intentions. You can keep distractions from taking control by reading over your writing from source notes. This revives the emotional and spiritual exhilaration you felt during the session. This also reinforces your next steps and helps sustain your resolve. How to get the most value from writing from source. Each time you do the writing from source process, you deepen trust in yourself. You become more and more confident about listening to your inner wisdom and following its guidance. As your confidence grows, your conditioned need to turn to the latest guru for the answers will diminish. When you do turn to outside experts and authorities, you will do so thoughtfully instead of desperately. To build trust in yourself, make a practice of doing writing from source regularly. A great way to incorporate it into your life is to begin your day or week with writing from source. When you are doing the process on your own, listen to the guided audio session. It frees you from having to read instructions, letting you more fully engage in the process. To receive your free copy of the guided audio session, visit www.getresults.com/WFSAUDIO. To experience writing from source with other individuals, attend a monthly teleseminar. In these guided sessions, if you feel comfortable doing so, you can enrich your experience by sharing the highlights of your responses. Participants have remarked that they appreciate the lightness, support and compassion of the group, and that they gain additional insights and clarity from what participants share. The calls also create an exciting synergy that can only happen in group settings. Whether you do the writing from source process alone or in a group, before you start a session, relax and become fully present in the moment. Follow the process closely. All those little steps: getting centered, suspending disbelief, naming your power, scanning your body for your power current location, breathing into your power location lungs, staying open, writing responses without judging them, make the session rich and meaningful and prepare you to receive the guidance, insights and solutions available to you. Having the technique available to do in the in-between times is most helpful. I am able to ask the questions I want answers to, and then hear what my inner guidance wants me to know. It is very calming to hear the wisdom my higher self wants me to hear. Alex Edmonds, teleseminar participant. Immediately after you do the process, debrief. Ask yourself what the words, guidance and answers mean to you. If you receive directives, honor them. At the minimum, schedule time on your calendar to implement them. After you have reviewed your session, place your notebook in a handy, visible place, not on a shelf out of sight. Periodically, take out your notebook and read through the information and guidance contained in your responses. As you read over your notes, you may discover valuable insights that escaped you the first time and steps you neglected to take. If you took effective action as you were guided to do, you may feel validated and swell with pride. Or, you may just simply sit back and smile knowingly. You have every right to bask in the deep peace that comes from having trusted the answers inside you. About author Rose Muenker. 4 years ago, my husband and I sold our 2-story house, left the city we had called home for 30 years, and hit the road in a motorhome. We have traveled from coast to coast, experiencing scores of unique local expressions of America along the way. Life on the road has proven to be transformative, challenging me to express myself in expanded personal, professional and spiritual ways. The focus of my writing career, for example, has shifted from the act of writing to coaching others to express their stories, gifts and talents through writing. The surprise gift of the writing from source process also came into my life after I hit the road. Back when I was attending the School of International Service at American University, serving as a Peace Corps volunteer teaching Brazilian young adults how to read and write Portuguese, writing my master thesis at Stanford University, scaling the corporate ladder at Alcoa and AT&T, or even in recent years exploring the world as a travel writer, I never would have imagined how my life has evolved. I would have denied the possibility of the harsh life lessons ahead, certain they were for someone else's life script. I would be baffled by my current nomadic lifestyle of traveling the country, settling in a location for 2 to 6 months, then moving on. And I would be amazed that technology had been developed that makes it possible for me to talk by phone or computer with clients located practically anywhere in the world. The consistent thread that weaves through my life is my respect for the power of the written word. I witnessed it as a confidence builder when my Brazilian literacy students read their writing out loud. I used it as a persuasive tool to get corporate management attention. As a travel writer, I delighted in its ability to transport readers to the wonder and grandeur of distant places. The written word has comforted, supported and applauded me as I poured out my life highs and lows in journals. Now I marvel at the magical power of the written word to reveal new perspectives, directives and solutions through writing from source. Rose Muenker, creator of Get Great Results Writing with Rose and facilitator of the Writing from Source process, is a writing and life coach who helps coaches, writers, and other solopreneurs share their unique stories, gifts and talents in a much bigger way through writing. The way they choose to communicate their message may be a book, a zine, blog or other type of writing. She also supports those on a personal quest for self-discovery, growth and transformation on their life journey. Learn about her programs and services at http://www.getgreatresults.com. A freelance writer for more than 27 years, Rose is an award-winning author, columnist and feature writer. She is a member of the Colorado Authors League, Denver Woman Press Club, International Association of Women in Coaching, and the International Membership of Professional Advisors, Coaches and Trainers. She holds a bachelor degree from American University and a master degree from Stanford University. Appendix A. Names for the power within. The name you choose to call the power within you is a personal decision. Choose the word that is most meaningful to you. You may find that the name changes from session to session. Here are some of the identities that Writing from Source teleseminar participants have given their inner power: determination, universe, source, Holy Spirit, invigoration, strength, clarity, serenity, true self, soul, divine spirit, intuitive analysis, love, acute awareness, the light spirit, God, perseverance, heart, protection, all that is, renewal, NNAT, wisdom, abundance, revelation, instinct, passion, humor, intuition, analysis, significance, higher self, loving essence, energy, inner knowing, sincerity, the answer, well-being, courage, freedom, goddess, persistence, calm, Orion, infinite self, truth, innate encouragement, authenticity, illumination, urge, hope, muse, inner guidance. Appendix B. Statement 1. Comments. Here are some comments from Writing from Source participants about their responses to Statement 1. This is what I know about the impact of this issue on my life right now. Notice the variety. Your experience with each of the statements will be different, both from what others experience and from your previous sessions. It reinforced my thoughts. Magic. More clarity. I wrote in metaphor. I was told exactly what to do. I was surprised by my frustration, especially with my lack of control. It gave me structure, determination and a plan. It reiterated what I already know but have been ignoring. It reminded me to pay attention to what I know. My writing looked at the negative results, then the positive ones. I felt like I was climbing out of a hole. It told me I have a lot of work ahead for the next 2 months. I can see that if I complete what I already have in the works, it will liberate me. I on a slippery slope. I have some choices. Confirmation. I recognize that I need to be free. It stated the facts of the situation, both positive and negative. I been procrastinating from fear of being criticized when I shine. My perspective shifted. I felt sadness and on the verge of tears. The writing helped. A fear factor surfaced. I got out the things that have been spinning around in my head. I got a to-do list. Everything I know to do. The impact is that I have to do it. The words choose and choice came up 4 times. I need to be aware of this. The response, God is in control, gives me peace. It comforting to me. I got a mandate. This is a deadline. Do it now. It really put things that I know in black and white and makes them truly visible. Lots of self-loathing. This could be an answer to a prayer came out twice. I realized I have been listening to inner chatter and my inner editor. Appendix C. Statement 2 comments. Here are some comments from writing from source participants about their responses to Statement 2. This is what I want to know about the impact of this issue on my life right now. Notice the similarities in their experiences and also the differences. Your experiences with Statement 2 will be uniquely yours. I was surprised at how big I want this to be. Lots of questions. My questions all started with will I? I recognize that my body gives messages and signals. Often I too head-centered. I got a series of steps and a question that might give me a lead. I need to let go of something but I don't know what. I got this powerful question. What do I want to accomplish with this? This was a stunner. I got at a core issue that I would not have known even if I had thought this through. Granular, specific questions. Less free-flowing. I ended up writing statements. I got a direct download. I drilled down to why and got answers. I was amazed by this step. Answers came from asking the questions. Logistics questions. I feel better. Just do it and put it out there. It will resonate with someone. I got the sense of great things being possible if I resolve this issue. It permitted me to be honest about what I want to know. The possibilities are there. I need to ask. My responses came from a place of you can change this. The writing flowed really well. I got excited to see what I was writing. In this part, I felt real freedom from forces that before would bring me down. I got the validation that if I let go of it, it'll be gone. Normally I get questions. This time I got directives. Lots of questions. They were deeper than usual and somewhat frightening. It was like playing 20 questions with myself. It led me to some great questions. Very revealing questions. I had some pretty pointed, direct and uncomfortable questions. Some of them are a lot more penetrating and deep than I expected. I feel like I'm seeing answers in the way my questions are listed. The questions are not surprising but they highlight recurring themes. Appendix D. Statement 3 comments. These are comments from writing from source participants about what they experienced and learned from responding to Statement 3. This is what this issue wants me to know about its impact on my life right now. Each time you do the writing from source process, your experience with each of the statements will be different. Even if you focus on the same issue, I need to find more quiet time to reflect on these types of questions. I got positive feedback that it is worthwhile to spend time on this project. I need to connect to source more often to ground myself. It came to a resolution. It became a dialogue with my house. This was the first time I have found a way to get in touch with source that is both meaningful and productive. It requires my total belief in its success. Failure would be a disappointment but not a disaster. This will no longer be a daily distraction. Relax. Relax. Sit on it. I need to inquire of many people. Overwhelming. Opening self to hear something. It leading me forward into something new but I not sure what it is. I on the right track. I going to relax, smile, lighten up and have fun with it. The situation that I would have liked to avoid is necessary for my future growth and bringing me back to center. This knowledge makes it bearable. Stop trying to move all the time. Take time to listen to yourself. Enjoy the ride even if it is bumpy. Allow change to manifest as love. Love of me and my life. The issue is a gift and pointing me to an opportunity. Assurance. Guidance around how to be. All systems go. I spellbound. This statement exposes opportunities, benefits and issues around the issue. I feel relief and empowered. Verification that I have answers inside and to be willing to be open to the wisdom. Affirmed and confirmed that it is part of my essence. I got answers but they are more specific, step by step, with details. They are dictatorial. This led to insight that is extremely important and liberating. I absolutely amazed at the clarity. It is very pointed and helpful. This proves the solution is within me. It highlights important solutions that I know but haven't listened to. Very empowering. The answers are inside me. This is nothing new but it came out so clearly. I going to be busy. It says do it now. Appendix E. Examples of issues and the guidance received. Here are a few examples of issues and situations that I, Rose Muenker, have personally explored with writing from source. Because my responses to the statements tend to be several paragraphs long, the descriptions below reflect only the highlights of the guidance I received. The purpose of sharing these examples is to give you a sense of the process. The words, style and expressions in your responses to the writing from source statements will be completely different from mine. Respond in your own way. Just be yourself. Issue: the best use of my time. Guidance: before beginning any activity, ask yourself, Am I choosing to do this from my heart? You will know the answer immediately. If your choice does not come from your heart, do not do it. Do only those things that your heart guides you to do, for they will be infused and energized with love and thus serve your highest and best good. Your next steps. Ask yourself in the moment, what is the next best step to do right here, right now? Trust the answer. Follow the guidance. Confusion and overwhelm will fall away. Issue: headaches. Guidance. Your ego uses headaches to hold you back from doing the tasks that will help you grow and expand. Track when you feel headaches coming on, how long they last, and what makes them go away. Also be sure to notice what you were doing and thinking when they crept in. When they start showing up, take immediate action with whatever remedy you know works for you. Maybe you need to stretch, take some deep breaths, go for a walk, or turn around a negative thought with one of your affirmations. Then return to focusing on what you were doing. There is no purely physical cause yet. Everything is directed by your ego. So show your ego who really has the power. Issue: technological problems that throw me off course. Guidance. Tech problems challenge you to show whether you are committed to your vision, are resourceful with what is available to you, and can be flexible and adaptable to the makeshift situation the tech problem puts you in. You need to back up your computer regularly. You also need to ensure that anything critical in your mailbox is in a document you can back up and view easily. The main reason for your tech problems is to show you where you are strong and what patterns let you be thrown off course. Issue: fatigue. Guidance. You expect a lot from yourself and get mad at yourself when you don't follow through. Relax. Yes, you need to set and honor completion dates. You also need to recognize the ebb and flow of your energy. Do what you can within reason. Be kind and gentle on yourself. If everything seems to tell you that now is the time to do a specific task or now is not the time to do a specific task, heed the advice. You are getting the message for sound reasons. Quit beating yourself up. You've been doing that for years. No wonder you tired. Let your body and your heart guide you. That's the answer to everything, for when you listen to your heart, you are guided by love for yourself and love for everyone and everything.